Via Tampa friends. My name's Steph. Today what I wanted to do is show you a quick little practice you can do if you're working on building core stability. So go ahead and hop on your mat and let's meet up in a seated posture. In yoga, a seated posture with our legs crossed out in front of us is also called Sukhasana or easy seat. So find an easy seat here to begin our practice. So we're working on core stability. When we're working on core stability, we want to make sure that we're working our pelvic muscles, that we're working our abdominals, that we're working our low back, and also our hips. And when we do all of that, we can create core stability in our body. And it's important to have core stability. It helps us with balance. It helps us to prevent injuries. It helps to keep our low back safe. And so we're going to practice a quick little core stability practice. You can do this is a few times a week if you want to build core stability, and if you're a beginner, maybe you start just a few minutes and work your way up to finishing the video, and then you can build on as you develop. So we're going to begin with a breath practice, a little bit of breath work that's going to help you to engage those low belly muscles and help with speeding up our metabolism, burning some extra calories. So when you're ready, I want you to breathe a nice big breath down into your low belly and let it soften and expand. And then as you exhale, draw the belly muscles, the low belly muscles up and in, squeeze all the way up underneath the navel center as you pull it up and in. Again, inhale, relax, open the belly, let it expand and fill up. Exhale, squeeze those low pelvic floor muscles, the low belly muscles, and draw all the way up and empty out the breath. 2 more times. Inhale, fill up the belly, expand. Exhale, squeeze all the way up and in, lifting up and in under the navel. Inhale, fill up. And this time as you exhale, as you squeeze up and in, you might be able to lift your knees or maybe even your feet off the ground. We'll do it again. Inhale, fill up the belly, expand. And exhale, pull it up and in. This time we're going to lift those feet all the way up. I'm going to turn to the side. And as you lift those feet up, we're going to bring our hands behind our knees and find our legs reached out in front of us. This is called half boat pose as we balance here. You might take a little weight out of your fingers and use your core to help you stay stable here. And when you're ready, we're just going to stretch our arms out in front of us. Take a nice big breath in. As you exhale, lift your heart a little bit. Take one more big breath in. And as you exhale, go ahead and tap your right foot down and your left foot down and lift it back up. One more time, right foot down, lift it back up. I lied, one more time, right foot, left foot, lift it back up. So we're gonna take our hands out in front of us, turn the palms down like you're gonna row a boat. We'll take the hands to the right, the knees a little bit to the left, and then lift back to center. We'll take the hands to the left, the knees a little bit to the right, and back to center. Twist to the right, keep your heart lifted, back to center, twist to the left. One more time, twist to the right, lift, and twist to the left. As you come back to center, cross your ankles, and we'll plant our hands and come through to our first high plank, high push-up position. So if you're building core strength, if you're new to building core strength, you might drop your knees to the ground. Otherwise, lift and lengthen nice and long here. Pull the belly button up and in, and we'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, draw your hips up and back and melt through your heels. We'll take a nice big sip of breath in, and a slow breath out in our downward facing dog. Nice and easy. Go ahead and roll yourself forward back into your high plank. See that your shoulders are right over your wrists. And on the exhale, we're gonna pull the hips up and back and melt through your heels a little bit. So lift your belly, lift your ribs and your chest as you roll yourself forward into your high plank. And on your exhale, lift the hips up and back and melt your heels. One more time, pull up, roll up and forward, shoulders over your wrists. And exhale, pull your hips up and back and melt your heels to the ground. Nice job. So we'll bring our right knee to the mat. Turn your right foot out like a kickstand and pivot the inside of your left foot flat. And as you sweep your left arm up to the sky, you might need to readjust that bottom knee. So you're in your modified side plank. You can stay here, or you can float that top leg up off the ground a little bit. Make sure that your bottom wrist is under the shoulder. Keep your core nice and strong here. Inhale, lengthen your body. As you exhale, the left arm's gonna sweep out in front of you, and it's gonna thread under and through, reaching through that hole. So the inhale sweeps it up and around. Exhale, twist it under and through. One more time, inhale, sweep it up. And exhale, reach it under and through. As you inhale, reach all the way up. And on your exhale, we're gonna rise all the way up here into what we call a gate pose. So you can turn that right foot a little bit behind you if you need to. Press down through your left hand, or through your left foot. Now reach your left hand down and reach your right arm all the way up and over to the left. Feel that nice big stretch on the right side, looking down to your left foot, or you can look up past your right arm. Let's take a full breath in. And exhale it all the way out. Inhale, bring your arms to a T. And as you exhale, we'll cartwheel our hands down to the mat. And we'll step back to that high plank, high push-up position. And let's hold for 5. Hollow out your belly for 4, hugging it up and in. 3, soft focal point out in front of you. 2, and then on 1, draw your hips up and back. And melt your heels towards the ground. So the inhales lift the belly, the ribs, and the chest as you come through for your high plank. And exhale, press back to down dog, perhaps melt your heels. Inhale, shift forward for 2, beautiful high plank. Exhale, pull it back. Last time, inhale, roll it forward. And exhale, use that strong core to lift your hips and melt your heels. So let's come down onto our hands and knees again. And this time we'll reach our left leg back. Actually, we'll reach the right leg back and turn your left foot out like a kickstand. Pivoting your right foot flat. Reach your right arm all the way up with your left wrist under the left shoulder. Inhale, reach up through that top arm, maybe float your top leg. Exhale, thread the needle, stretch that right arm under and through. Keep core still. Inhale, reach it up and around. Exhale, twist through for 2. Last time, inhale, reach it up and stretch. And exhale, thread it under and through for 1. As you rise all the way back up, stand up on that left knee and right foot, planting your right foot. And as you take your right fingers down, float your left arm up and over. Get that nice big side stretch on the left, full breath. Gazing down to the right foot, or perhaps up to your left arm. Inhale, bring your arms back to a T. On your exhale, cartwheel your hands all the way down. Last time, find your high plank, high push-up position. Belly button draws up and in. For 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, bring your knees to the mat, walk them forward, and as you cross your ankles, reach your hips back and swing your legs around in front of it. So we're gonna step our feet flat on the ground and make sure that when you roll back, your head will still be supported by the mat. On your in-breath, sit up nice and tall, lift your heart. And on your exhale, tuck and curl and roll yourself down, nice and slow, using that core strength. You can hold on behind one or both knees for modification. Bring your arms long down by your side, walking your fingers towards your feet. And as you step your feet flat on the ground, go ahead and lift your hips into your bridge pose. Soft through the back of your neck, soft focal point above, or you can close your eyes. Squeezing up through the hips and keeping your knees facing forward. Hip bone distance apart with your feet and your knees. On your in-breath, bring your hips back down to the ground. And as you exhale, squeeze them up. Inhale, bring your hips to the ground. Exhale, squeeze it up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, bring your hips to the ground. Exhale, squeeze them up and hold. Stay here, or float your right leg high to the sky, reaching up through the right toes. Inhale, bring the hips down. Exhale, squeeze it up. Inhale, down. Exhale, squeeze it up. Last time, inhale, down. Exhale, squeeze up through the hips and step your right foot back on the ground. Inhale, hips down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down for 2. Exhale, squeeze it up, knees forward. Last time, down. And as you lift it up, let's hold and lift the left leg now. Reach those left toes high. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Down and lift. Last time, down and lift. You're amazing. Bring the hips to the ground. Squeeze your knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice big hug, maybe gently rocking from side to side. When you're ready, extend your legs straight up to the sky. Reaching the feet high, floating your arms up towards the sky. Press down through your lower back as you roll your head and shoulders up and reach your fingers and toes up towards the sky while you continue to press your low back down into the ground. On your next in-breath, draw the knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. As you exhale, bring your fingertips behind your ears, elbows wide. Inhale, reach your left leg long. Exhale, left elbow touch the right knee. Keep the low back pressed down. Inhale, knees back in, elbows wide. Exhale, kick out through your right leg. Right elbow touches the left knee. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Let's take it a little faster, bicycling through your legs from side to side for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Bring the knees to the chest, release your head, give yourself a little squeeze, and bring your hands behind your knees. We'll gently rock and roll up and down the length of our spine, eventually perhaps rolling all the way back up into your half boat pose. Maybe your feet never touch the ground. Again, you can hold on behind the knees or reach your arms long. Lift your heart and drop the shoulders down the back. Left foot touches and lift. Right foot touches and lift. Left and right. Left and right. Find your hands ready to paddle to the left and to the right. Keep breathing. To the left and the right. Last time, to the left and to the right. As you come to sit up tall, find an easy seat, sitting nice and tall. Placing your hands on your knees or your thighs, close your eyes. Take a couple deep breaths. On your in-breath, we'll go ahead and take a nice big stretch, big reach up to the sky. As you exhale, bring your hands into your heart and bow the head to your heart, thanking yourself for practicing just a little bit of core stability today.
Remember, you can come back and do this anytime. Namaste. If you have any questions about yoga or about this video, or if you have any health and wellness goals that you're working on that you want some help with, some support with, feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to help you. You can reach me at the City of Tampa email address, COTCoach, COACH, @UHC.com. And thank you so much for joining us today. Have an awesome day.